before we get started, make sure to click the like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on post notifications as well. Now, in today's video, I get a lot of questions both on my Instagram and on my YouTube now, saying how to get kicks like mine. Now, for those of you who don't know, I actually have a Patreon page specifically for that. So it teaches you stretching techniques, it teaches you strengthening techniques, and it teaches you kicking techniques. Today, I'm gonna give you one of each. So all you're gonna have to do is follow along. And if you really enjoy, make sure to go check out my Patreon page and subscribe. Let's get started. Now, keep in mind, I'm gonna be giving you a brief walkthrough of all of these techniques. If you want an in-depth technical way to do all of these, where I explain all of the little intricacies and details, check that out on my Patreon page. Now, this first technique is going to be for strengthening. So we're gonna take balance completely out of the equation. I want you to use a wall, or if you have a chair, you could use that as well. Anything that'll stabilize you. So essentially, all you're gonna do is put your hand on whatever's stabilizing you at the moment, whatever you have at home. If you're in a gym, great, whatever you could use. So I have a wall here, so I'm gonna use it. Now, all I'm gonna want you to do is, since we're working on strengthening, right now we're gonna strengthen our outer hip and glute area. So outer hip, glute area. So all I'm gonna want you to do is come up to a roundhouse kick position. You're gonna go out to roundhouse, and you're just going to pulse. So you're going to leg raise and keep your hip and your leg as straight as possible. Try and get from 8 to 10 reps in. When you're finished, you're gonna come back in and down. So that's the first one you're gonna do. Try and do 3 sets of the 8 to 10 reps. So again, I'll show you. Stabilize yourself first. Roundhouse position, out, and throw those reps in, curl upwards. When you're done, come in and down. Now there's a lot of technical aspects to a roundhouse kick. Make sure you know all of the details before throwing it. Now for this other side, try and do it alongside me. Ready? So up, make sure you're balanced, out, and let's try and get from 8 to 10 reps in. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back into the chamber and down. And that's the first exercise. Give it a go. Okay, so by now you should be pretty warm. Make sure to be as warm as possible when you're gonna do some stretches, because exercise 2 is gonna be some stretches. We're gonna do a dynamic passive stretch. So that means we're going to assist ourselves in trying to get up into a higher kick. And we're gonna stay static, so we're not gonna be moving. So from here, we're gonna be practicing our roundhouse kick again. Maybe that'll be today's theme, is roundhouse kicks. Go into that roundhouse kick position for the chamber. Make sure your base leg is pivoting properly and your hip is in the right spot. From here, all I want you to do is throw out the kick wherever it lands, okay? So throw out the kick. If it's this high, great. If it's a little lower, that's okay. Wherever your kick lands, just leave it there for a second. Now take your hand, bring it to the underside of your leg. Really use whatever you have for balance. Don't worry about balance at all at this point. Once it's underneath, bring your leg up as high as it could go. And then hold that proper position for, try and get to 15 to 30 seconds if you can. Really hold that in place, proper position. And then when you're done that, bring it back into chamber, and then slow and controlled back down to the ground. Try your best not to just like plop your foot to the ground. Always want to be controlled and work that way, just so when you actually apply the kick, you don't get into a bad habit. So again, we'll show you one more time. Try and do this one alongside me. So hold on to whatever you have there. Make sure it doesn't slip out from under you. Up into that chamber, right? Proper chamber. Make sure you're pivoted for your base leg. Just throw the kick wherever it lands. Ready? Throw it. All right? Take your hand under your leg, boom, And take a deep breath in, breathe out, and bring that leg up. Okay, we're gonna hold this. I do not have a timer, so I'm just going to guess that I've held it for enough time. Probably should have put out a timer, shouldn't I? Oh well. You're gonna guess that was it? Okay. In, back to chamber, and slow and controlled on the way down. Make sure to practice that with both legs. Feel as comfortable as you can with it. Obviously don't push past your limits. Once you feel that slight discomfort, stop and hold. Okay? Never go past that slight discomfort when you're stretching. Give it a shot, let me know how it goes. All right, so we're done 1, which is the strengthening. We're done 2, which is the stretching. Now we're gonna do 3, which is the actual kick application. So what I'm gonna want you to do, again, utilize the wall, utilize whatever you have for to stabilize you just until you're feeling comfortable. Then when you're done, like you feel good about your balance and your technique, then take the wall out of the equation and then you could stabilize yourself. But for now, we're using this. So put that hand back on whatever you're using. We're gonna do our roundhouse kick since I decided that it's our theme in the last drill. So you're gonna go up for that roundhouse kick chamber, okay? And all you wanna practice at this point is your snap. So keep everything in good form and maybe start a little lower, okay? Start a little lower and just go and snap out. Bring it back in. Snap out, bring it back in. Out, in. Do 10 at the lower height, then bring it up. So a little higher, we're at head level now. Out, in. Out, in. Out, in. Again, try and get to 10 reps. If you can, put it up higher. Up to chamber, out, in, out, in, out, in. Get to 10. When you're done the 3 sets, jump switch and do the other side. Okay, again, if you're feeling pretty good about it, take out the wall and just do the drill without any stability or anything external helping you with stability. And then go from there. After that, you should be able to see an increase in your height of your kick after a while. Now, keeping in mind, I didn't go in depth, I didn't go with all of the details of how you should be chambering, how you should be pivoting, where your hips should be placed, where your body should be, how you're gonna be flexing your core. There are so many aspects to kicks, which is why if you check out my Patreon page, you will be able to see and hear about and learn about all of those aspects. Now, these are some of the drills that I did when I was preparing for my Guinness World Record. So I take all of the drills and all of the techniques that I did and I put it there. So if you want to learn how to kick like me, how I did during my Guinness World Record attempt and how I won and actually got the title of Guinness World Record holder, check that page out and let me know what you think. So there you have it. You asked and I listened. I hope you enjoy these kicking and flexibility tips and tricks. And if you tried it out, let me know in the comments. Make sure if you want some more intricacies and you want to learn the finer details, check out my Patreon. You could also follow me on Instagram and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll see you all next time. Keep kicking. Make sure check out and subscribe to my Patreon page. You can also see my Instagram and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube page.